Let's dive into our featured story of the day, discuss the latest from Max Keiser with his bullish Bitcoin price predictions, including a $3 million one, as well as the legend of Max. And massive shout out to Max Keiser, the high priest of Bitcoin, and his lovely lady, Stacy Herbert. I want to start here with an actual prediction that he made. This is a recent photo of Max Keiser over there in El Salvador with the one and only Nayib Bukele, their fearless leader, and quoting Max verbatim. So, how big is the global market? It's like 400 trillion. So what if Bitcoin gets to 1% of that market? Well, then it's $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. And I think a couple of things we're going to see happening. Number one, people will no longer accept fiat money for BTC. So you're going to try to buy Bitcoin with your fiat money, and no one will take your fiat money. No one will take dollars at all. So that will be for a moment of panic. You will have no choice because the fiat money world and everything that's not Bitcoin is going to zero against Bitcoin. So if you're not in Bitcoin, whatever you're in is going to zero against Bitcoin. And really quick, he has two new X accounts I want you guys to follow for the HODL House, which is a new film studio he's creating to rival Hollywood over there in El Salvador. And one of them is HODL House SV. Go ahead and follow him right now. Brand new X account. You can see quality Bitcoin content broadcasted from the heart of Bitcoin country. And I'm going to pull up the other one. And this is in the process of being built out. It's going to be finished this month of July. So I'm looking forward to some incredible content coming out of the HODL House Studio. And this is the other account. It's HODL House Studio over on X. Make sure to be following them there. Now let's dive into the legend of Max Keiser. For those that don't know, I'm about to put you on, family. Max Keiser, the infamous RT host, was recently revising his Bitcoin price forecast from 220,000 to 400,000, even 750,000. Marking another adjustment since 2012. We all know Max is a very early Bitcoin adopter. In fact, it was him and Stacy Herbert who are credited with the first international TV coverage of Bitcoin back in 2011, back when it was like $1-ish in that ballpark. And back in 2020, Keiser said, for the first time in 8 years, I'm updating my Bitcoin target. Initially, when Bitcoin was at $1, I predicted it would reach 100,000. Now I'm adjusting my target to 400,000 per coin. Pretty powerful. Bitcoin is just appealing now at 10,000 or 9,300 as it was when it was $100. Another prediction he made. And after that, he made a few more premonitions. The last one was 220,000 still in play. And also 20 million% gain, a challenge of the fiat. Max has been a notable figure since we know as far back as Bitcoin goes back. And in 2011, a few years after Bitcoin's creation, I believe it initially got launched on January 3rd with the Genesis block in 2009. Keiser's investment in Bitcoin led to a reported gain of over 20 million% as Bitcoin surged from 30 cents to all-time highs. And you can see this post from this board. Peer-to-peer currencies on the Keiser report. The Keiser report touches upon the topic of cyber currencies and peer-to-peer currencies in particular. I wonder if the report was actually inspired by Bitcoin. I am currently watching the show, and they haven't talked about the cyber currencies yet. Edit. Yes, they're talking specifically about the biddies. I guess this is the first mention of Bitcoin on mainstream media. So all credit to Max and Stacy. His long-term bullish stance on Bitcoin has been characterized by his belief in its capacity to disrupt traditional financial systems and act as a form of resistance money against the perceived failings of fiat currency. In a presentation in Uruguay, Keiser emphasized Bitcoin's role in challenging and potentially replacing the inherent violence of fiat money with its peaceful nature. We all know fiat basically perpetuates war and violence, and Bitcoin perpetuates peace and love. Keiser's early coverage of Bitcoin on the mainstream media platforms and his continuous engagement with the Bitcoin community played a significant role in bringing attention to Bitcoin's potential as both an investment and a revolutionary financial technology. His activities and predictions have been followed closely by supporters and skeptics within the crypto space. And as the Bitcoin historian shares here, by 2011, Max was openly openly discussing why Bitcoin was a threat to government currencies. He says Bitcoin is the currency of the resistance. He also coined it the biggest story of the decade. This is a very famous clip, and that was back when Bitcoin was around $1, and they were mentioning it via the Keiser report. So yeah, back in 2011, when Bitcoin was $1, Max Keiser made a memorable recommendation to renowned gold investor Peter Schiff to buy the biddies. Schiff, however, chose not to follow Keiser's advice, a decision that Keiser has not let him forget about, often playfully trolling him for missing out on Bitcoin's meteoric rise. And here's some evidence here. I first told Peter Schiff to buy the biddy in 2011 at $1. Then I told him again at $10 and again at $100. When will Peter Shifty finally capitulate? Good question, eh? Let me know in the chat. And at the time, Keiser boldly declared Bitcoin the biggest story of the decade. This proclamation that has proven precedent, as Bitcoin has indeed emerged as a financial and technological phenomenon. And as Part put it here, when Bitcoin was $1 in 2011, Max told Peter Schiff to buy it. He didn't, and Max now trolls him relentlessly. Hey, that's life, babe. Tis what it is. So yeah, Max doing his thing. And in 2012, Keiser took the initiative to advise Tim Pool, the well-known journalist and YouTuber, to invest in Bitcoin. Heeding Keiser's advice, Pool became not just an investor, but also a staunch advocate for the crypto. Here's a post from Tim Pool. Max in 2012. Tim, I'm telling you, buy Bitcoin. Listen to us and you'll be rich. Me in 2012. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Me in 2023. Damn it. And by 2013, as Bitcoin's value soared to 30 Gs, Keiser became one of the first Bitcoin millionaires globally. This marked a significant milestone in the digital currency's journey. So Max, first potentially Bitcoin millionaire. Keep that in mind, family. Further showcasing his belief in Bitcoin's potential in 2014, Keiser gifted Russell Brand, the podcaster and comedian, an alleged, I'm not going to say that, 1,000 Bitcoins. Unfortunately, Brand misplaced them, lost them in a boat accident, eh? Happens to the best of us. A decision that in hindsight cost him dearly. Those Bitcoin would be valued at approximately 70 million today. This demonstrates the volatile and unpredictable nature of crypto investments and the immense wealth generated for early adopters who held on to their assets. And that's crazy. I mean, as shared here in 2014, Max gave podcaster Russell Brand 1,000 biddies for free. He lost them. They'd be worth 70 million today. Shucks. Now, Keiser's Bitcoin journey has been marked by sometimes flamboyant gestures that underline his belief in the crypto. On his birthday, President of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, celebrated Keiser's contributions and enthusiasm for Bitcoin by presenting him with a Bitcoin-themed cake. As you can see right here, the president gave him a Bitcoin cake on his birthday. And look at that sexy Bitcoin grenade. 100K, let's go. Keiser's advocacy didn't stop at personal celebrations. In 2022, he extended an offer to Mexico's third wealthiest individual, Ricardo Salinas' Uncle Ricky, offering to pay for a Bitcoin logo on his private jet. Next level-ish. He further showcased his dedication to the Bitcoin cause at a conference. There he took to the stage in a dramatic manner following news that Tesla had sold his Bitcoin holdings. Hence the entire tour. F Elon, I'm not selling. And if you guys never saw that infamous interview with Uncle Ricky and Max, it's a two-part series. I know I've posted it many times on my X. Be sure to check that out. It's pretty lit. One of my favorite. And this is the infamous, performance at the Bitcoin conference with him and Sailor, rocking it out. And that's historic, legendary performance. And of course, Max also even gifted, what's his name, Alex Jones, 10,000 BTC back in the day, and that Bitcoin today would be worth roughly $600 million. So there's no one quite like the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser. He deserves all the flowers in the world for standing behind Bitcoin before any other news media or independent journalists was able to do so, and he's been very consistent, hence why he is the high priest and well-respected and one of my favorite, if not my favorite Bitcoiner there is, #1 in my book, and I stand by that. Shout out to everyone just joining the stream. Let me know your feedback out there, family, regarding Max's 3 million price prediction.